Undefeated knockout king Vergil Ortiz Jr. from Grand Prairie, Texas, and WBC Interim Super Welterweight champion Serhii Flaco Bohachuk from Vinitza, Ukraine, faced off at Golden Boy HQ. They're set to clash for Bohachuk's coveted title. This showdown promises to be explosive. Let's break it down. The highly anticipated bout between knockout specialists Serhii Bohachuk and Vergil Ortiz Jr. is generating excitement, as the two fighters met at Golden Boy headquarters on Thursday to promote their upcoming summer clash. Bohachuk, holding a record of 24 wins and 1 loss with 23 knockouts, is the WBC Interim Junior Middleweight champion. He will face Ortiz, who boasts a perfect record of 21 wins and 21 knockouts. The two shared nearly 50 rounds of sparring in the past, but on August 10th, they will finally face each other in an official match at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, available to watch on DAZN. The winner of this match will likely earn the chance to fight the victor of the upcoming bout between Sebastian Fundora and Errol Spence Jr., which is expected to take place in November. Fundora, the current WBC 154-pound champion, claimed his title from Tim Tszyu in March. He attended the press conference to observe his potential future opponent closely and to support his sister, Gabriela Fundora. Gabriela Fundora, an undefeated flyweight title holder with a record of 13 wins and 6 knockouts, will be fighting Daniela Asenjo, who has a record of 16 wins, 3 losses, and 3 draws. On the undercard of the Ortiz-Bohachuk fight, this adds another layer of excitement to the already thrilling event. The upcoming fights promise intense action and significant implications for the future of the junior middleweight and flyweight divisions. Fans are eagerly looking forward to the showdown between Bohachuk and Ortiz, as well as the other exciting matchups on the card. Oscar De La Hoya, the promoter for Vergil Ortiz Jr., praised Ortiz as a special talent, announcing a multi-year contract extension with the 26-year-old fighter from Texas. De La Hoya recalled noticing Ortiz's potential from his amateur days, describing him as a generational talent with a killer instinct and incredible power. According to De La Hoya, Ortiz has an uncanny ability to finish opponents when he senses they're hurt, which makes him stand out. De La Hoya also spoke highly of Serhii Bohachuk, noting the similarities between the two fighters. He mentioned that Bohachuk possesses the same knockout power and determination as Ortiz, describing Bohachuk as an amazing boxer, a hard worker, and an old-school fighter. De La Hoya emphasized the thrilling nature of the upcoming fight. He predicted that the bout would be a candidate for Fight of the Year, with both fighters bringing power, skill, and a refusal to back down. He expects an action-packed, throwback fight that won't go the distance, a battle that fans will talk about for a long time. Ortiz himself echoed the excitement, acknowledging that their fighting styles complement each other well, promising a great fight. He shared how long he has been preparing for this moment, training since he was 5 years old and working hard every day. Growing up with little, Ortiz expressed how much this fight means to him and his eagerness to see the results on August 10th. Both fighters are familiar with each other from past sparring sessions, adding another layer of anticipation to their long-awaited showdown. Vergil Ortiz Jr. is riding high after back-to-back first-round knockout victories. In January, he defeated Frederick Lawson, and in April, he knocked out Thomas Delorme. These wins came after a 16-month break, during which Ortiz dealt with health problems. Initially, Ortiz was scheduled to fight Tim Tszyu on August 3rd, but Tszyu had to withdraw due to a forehead injury he sustained in his loss to Sebastian Fundora, which hadn't healed properly. This turn of events allowed Serhii Bohachuk to step in. Bohachuk, a 29-year-old from Ukraine, will be defending the interim title he secured in March by defeating Brian Mendoza, who had previously beaten Fundora. Bohachuk's victory over Mendoza was significant, as it was the first time he had to go the full distance in a fight. Originally, Bohachuk was set to fight Fundora, but Fundora was called to replace the injured Keith Thurman in a bout against Tszyu. Bohachuk expressed his excitement about facing a strong opponent like Ortiz. He sees this fight as more than just a match. It's a war, and a significant opportunity for him. Bohachuk is eager to represent Ukraine in Las Vegas and deliver an impressive performance. This fight promises to be a thrilling and intense encounter, with both fighters ready to give their all in the ring. Vergil Ortiz and Serhii Bohachuk know each other well from their time training together. They both trained under coach Manny Robles at the Legends Boxing Academy in Norwalk, California, and served as sparring partners in 2022. Now Ortiz has reunited with trainer Robert Garcia while Bohachuk continues to work with Robles. Ortiz compared their past relationship to being co-workers. Bohachuk explained that sparring is for learning, but an actual fight is a completely different experience. Facing an old trainer or a sparring partner can be particularly challenging. There's a unique familiarity and psychological element that can play a big role in the fight. We've seen similar scenarios before where the underdog, with intimate knowledge of their opponent's style, manages to secure an unexpected win. On the other hand, precision and technique are crucial in boxing. It's not just about raw power. The ability to throw punches with perfect form can make all the difference. A fighter with impeccable technique often has an edge because their power is efficiently delivered through proper mechanics. This not only maximizes impact, but also reduces the risk of leaving openings for counterattacks. Let's take a look at some of their previous fights. In his last fight, Vergil Ortiz Jr. fought against Thomas Delorme. Vergil Ortiz Jr. versus Thomas Delorme. The unbeaten junior middleweight boxer Ortiz delivered a stunning one-punch knockout victory against Thomas Delorme. In the first half of the opening round, both Ortiz and Delorme had their moments. Ortiz, however, landed the more effective punches. Later in the round, Ortiz connected with a precise left hook to Delorme's body, sending him crashing to the canvas. Writhing in pain, Delorme couldn't get up as the referee counted him out at 2 minutes 39 seconds. Vergil Ortiz versus Frederick Lawson. Yet another first-round stoppage. Ortiz Jr. made a strong return to boxing after a 17-month break, debuting in the junior middleweight division at 156 pounds. Despite the long layoff, Ortiz was eager to prove himself, although a few more rounds might have helped him shake off the rust. In this fight against 34-year-old Lawson, Ortiz delivered a series of powerful blows. However, Lawson never appeared unsteady, even while up against the ropes, as most of Ortiz's punches landed on Lawson's gloves. Lawson contested the early stoppage of the fight, however. Despite the controversy, Ortiz Jr. remains focused and undeterred. One of the worst referee stoppages in the world, but Ortiz looked fierce. Vergil Ortiz Jr. versus Michael McKinson. Vergil Ortiz Jr. and Michael McKinson faced off in a highly anticipated match where one fighter's unbeaten record had to go. Ortiz entered the fight with an 18-0 record, all wins by knockout, while McKinson was a 22-0, known for his technical skills. It was a clash of power versus technique. Ortiz's relentless power ultimately overwhelmed McKinson, with Ortiz stopping him at the 0 minute 27 second mark of the 9th round. By the time of the stoppage, the zone had scored the fight 80-71 in favor of Ortiz. Initially, Ortiz felt he struggled in the first 7 rounds and had to make significant adjustments. He realized he needed to listen more closely to his corner's game plan. Despite a competitive first round, Ortiz soon took control, landing powerful shots wherever McKinson tried to move. Whether targeting the arm, shoulder, body, or head, Ortiz threw hooks, jabs, and uppercuts to inflict maximum damage. As the fight progressed, Ortiz focused more on body shots. His relentless uppercuts and hooks to McKinson's body signaled that it was only a matter of time before the fight would end. With about 30 seconds left in the 8th round, Ortiz landed a perfect body shot, sending McKinson to the canvas for the first time in his professional career. Although McKinson survived the round, he wouldn't last much longer. At the beginning of the 9th round, Ortiz charged at McKinson, delivering a left to the body that brought McKinson to his knees. McKinson managed to get back on his feet, but Ortiz continued to pressure him with a barrage of shots. Seeing McKinson in serious trouble, his corner threw in the towel, ending the fight and preserving Ortiz's undefeated record and knockout streak. Now let's switch it up to Serhii Bohachuk. Serhii Bohachuk versus Patrick Alati. See, Serhii himself is a first-round knockout artist himself. Bohachuk's power was evident as he stopped Alati at the 2 minute 32 seconds mark of the round, extending his record to 23 wins, all by knockout with just 1 loss. This victory solidified his reputation as one of the most exciting fighters in the super welterweight division and put him in a strong position for a world title fight. Serhii Bohachuk versus Brian Mendoza. Serhii Bohachuk delivered a career-best performance in his first 12-round fight, defeating Brian Mendoza to win the interim WBC super welterweight title. Bohachuk, with a record of 24-1 and 23 knockouts, earned unanimous decision scores of 117-111, 117-111, and 118-110. Mendoza, who now holds a 22-4 record with 16 knockouts, was outgunned throughout the match, marking his second straight loss after his comeback knockout win over Sebastian Fundora last year. Bohachuk felt strong and capable of fighting another 12 rounds, expressing his satisfaction with his performance and his new status as an interim world champion. He is eager to take on the best, potentially facing the winner of the Fundora fight next. Mendoza showed resilience throughout the match, enduring hard shots and managing a late rally. Despite his swollen and battered left cheek, Mendoza's determination and ability to stay on his feet were remarkable. He has never been stopped or knocked down in his career, which speaks volumes about his toughness. Serhii Bohachuk versus Nathaniel Gallimore. Serhii Bohachuk secured his fourth consecutive victory in Montebello, California, by stopping Nathaniel Gallimore late in the 6th round. The fight ended at 2 minutes 58 seconds of the 6th round when referee Ray Corona decided to stop the increasingly one-sided bout. Initially, Gallimore appeared to be a strong contender, fighting confidently in the first round and landing some solid shots. However, as the fight progressed, Bohachuk maintained a consistent pace, while Gallimore gradually faded. Despite Gallimore's early efforts, Bohachuk's relentless attacks started to take its toll. Gallimore seemed to be employing a strategic approach, possibly aiming to take Bohachuk into the later rounds. Considering Bohachuk had only once fought beyond the 6th round and had been stopped in the 8th by Brandon Adams in 2021, the plan involved body shots and wearing Bohachuk down over time. However, Bohachuk kept up his pressure, continually damaging Gallimore. By the end of the 5th round, referee Corona warned Gallimore about the punishment he was taking. When the 6th round followed the same pattern, Corona stopped the fight to prevent further damage to Gallimore. Do you think the fight between Ortiz and Bohachuk will end in a one-round knockout? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.